5 seconds to go. Start. However, the High Court has not appreciated the effect of the handbook as per clause 8 of the handbook procedure, which has been approved by the board of directors, and it is applicable to all the employees of the bank, and clause 8 is with respect to the defense representative. It specifically provides that DR should be serving official employee from the bank. The said handbook procedure, which has been approved by the board of directors of the bank, is binding to all the employees of the bank. The High Court has considered Regulation 44 of the Regulation 2010, however, has not considered Clause 8 of the Handbook procedure on the ground that the same cannot be said to be supplementary. However, we are of the opinion that handbook procedure can be said to be supplementary. The same cannot be said to be in conflict with the Regulation 44 of Regulation 2010. As observed herein above, neither Regulation 44 permits nor restricts engagement of an ex-employee of the bank to be DR. Therefore, clause 8.2 cannot be said to be in conflict with the provisions of Regulation 2010. Provisions of Regulation 2010 and the provisions of handbook procedure are required to be read harmoniously. The result can be achieved without any violation of any of the provisions of Regulation 2010 and the handbook procedure. The objects of Regulation 44 of Regulation 2010 and Clause 8 of the handbook procedure seem to be to avoid any outsider, including legal representative and or even ex-employee of the bank. At the cost of repetition, it is observed that there is no absolute right in favor of the delinquent officers to be represented in the departmental proceedings through the agent of his choice, and the same can be restricted by the employer. As per the bank, there is a justification also to permit the delinquent officer to be represented in the departmental proceedings through serving official employee from the bank only. The bank has justified its action of not permitting ex-employee of the bank as DR, and according to the bank, the ex-employee who themselves may have been subject of a disciplinary inquiry charge sheet dismissed from service, the ex-employee might be a part of vigilance or audit sections who come across a lot of information of confidential nature, and therefore if they are allowed to be DR in the departmental proceedings, which would result in grave injustice, the solemn nature of proceedings is taken away and would result in issues of order lines as well as decorum. When a disgruntled ex-employee is enabled to act as defense representative, they may adopt delay tactics in departmental inquiry and may not permit completion of department inquiry within 6 months as mandated by the CVC circular and as per vigilance handbook adopted by the bank. For all the aforesaid reasons, not permitting the delinquent officer to be represented through ex-employee of the bank in the departmental inquiry cannot be said to be in any way in breach of principles of natural justice, and or it violates any of the rights of the delinquent officer. As per settled proposition of law and as observed herein above, in decisions referred to herein above, the only requirement is that delinquent officer must be given fair opportunity to represent his case, and that there is no absolute right in his favor to be represented through the agent of his choice. However, at the same time, if the charge is severe and complex nature, then request to be represented through a counsel can be considered, keeping in mind Regulation 44 of Regulation 2010, and if in a particular case the same is denied, that can be ground to challenge the ultimate outcome of the departmental inquiry. However, as a matter of right in each and every case, irrespective of whether charges is severe and complex nature or not, the employee as a matter of right cannot pray that he may be permitted to represent through the agent of his choice. Now, so far as reliance placed upon the decision of the Allahabad High Court in the case of Rakesh Singh Supra by the learned counsel for the respondent is concerned, it is required to be noted that at the time when the High Court decided the matter, no such clause 8 of the handbook procedure was in force. Stop.